Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today in this video I'm going to show you how to make a very beautiful trendy neckline outfit in a very simple and easy method. To make this design, I just already made a pre-cut kameez with a poplin fabric, and to go with that I just took a brocade fabric and a fancy metal zip. Combining all these stuff, let me show you how to make a very beautiful designer neckline. And to begin with this, I'm going to mark my neckline width. The neckline width is like a 3 inches from the folded edge, and my neckline depth is like, I'm going to keep it like 6 or 6.5. It just depends how much you want. And now I'm going to make a simple U neckline, and that blue color fabric is a kind of brocade fabric. It's a cotton brocade fabric, so you can just turn your any plain fabric into a beautiful outfit, just adding a contrasting color and like some fancy stuff like fancy zip like this, so that it looks really trendy. Now I'm just giving a U like such, and let me cut into this. Okay, so I'm just doing that to the front side, just that's the only the front part of the kameez. Okay, so once it's done, I'm going to place the same U onto my interfacing fabric. So just keep that on the interfacing neckline, and I'm going to trace the same. Okay, and leave at least a 1.5 inch of seam allowance, and I'm going to cut into the neckline like this. Okay, so I'm going to give a 1.5 inch of seam allowance for that interfacing neckline. And now just take your any kind of contrasting fabric like this and place your neckline on top of this. Okay, so this is my neckline, and to the midpoint of your armhole I'm going to draw a beautiful V kind of shape. So the depth of this is absolutely depends upon you how much depth you want the neckline. You can just keep it on this brocade fabric. Can you see that? Just I took like that the midpoint of the armhole, and I'm just marking the length of the zip. So I'm just going cross like such, and let me cut this out, leaving a marginal amount of fabric as a seam allowance. Okay, that's going to be the seam allowance for the down cross part. Okay, so I'm starting by cutting the armhole and shoulder and neckline. Okay, so if you have a plain color fabric, and if you are thinking what kind of neckline you can give to make that look extra fancy, you can always try this method. It's very simple and very easy to make. And now I'm going to place this piece of fabric on top of my main fabric like such. Okay, and I'm going to leave at least of 2 inch on the sides, and I'm going to put a basting stitch on top of that. Okay, so just a basting stitch to hold the entire fabric with my kameez fabric. So again, you're going to do the same to the next side of the armhole, just by leaving a 2 inch over this side. And now to that I'm just going to fold a 1/2 inch of fabric inside, and I already pre-pressed that fabric side, and now I'm going to put a stitch on top of that. Okay, make sure that you bring a very sharp and pointy tip like such. Okay, and now once after attaching this pattern fabric to the main fabric, I'm going to add a zip to this. Okay, so believe me, this fancy zip is really easy to attach. So now it's done. Now I'm going to mark the center point of this neckline. This is the center point, and I took a piece of fabric and I have marked the center point over there, and I just left a 1/4 inch on either side of the center point of that cotton piece of fabric, and I'm going to sew it like such. So from the top, bring the sewing down, and you're going to lift up the foot and turn the fabric. You're going to sew it like such. Make sure from the center leave a 1/4 inch on either side, and you're going to sew it like this. And once it's done, I'm going to cut into the fabric and add a notch like an angle at the end, and turn this entire fabric to the wrong side of this main fabric. Okay. So when you get into the end point, just make a 2 notches like this, and you're going to turn this entire piece to the wrong side. So just pressing that in place. So just like that, after pressing this, you can see it's going to look like this. Now I'm going to place this metal zip in that exact place like such. Just lift the fabric and you're going to just glide the zip inside, and it's going to look like this. Just pin the zip in place, and then you're going to take that to the sewing machine, and you're going to secure the zip with the fabric. Very simple and really easy to follow this, because most probably zip is the really toughest thing for the beginners, I know, but these kind of zips are really easy to make. Even if you are a beginner, you can easily try this without changing your normal foot into a zipper foot. Okay, so I'm going to sew at the exact margin like this. Do not pull the fabric, ease with the fabric, and you're going to sew all the way down. Okay, and that's it. You're done with the zip. Now I'm going to add the interfacing canvas to the neckline. Okay, now we're going to chop off the excess zip hanging out. Okay, so just like that, you're going to chop out the excess zip. Now I'm going to add the interfacing canvas to the neckline. Okay, so you're going to sew on a 1/2 inch of seam allowance like this. Okay, so for these kind of neckline, you're going to make the right side of the neckline separately, and you're going to make the left side of interfacing canvas neckline separately. Okay, so once it's done, add some notches and turn the interfacing canvas to the wrong side of the fabric, and you're going to hand in the interfacing canvas. That's how you're going to finish off the neckline. You can see you have to tuck in the metal zip like such, and you're going to pull the fabric in, and you're going to hem the neckline like such. Very simple and very easy to make. And if you like this video, and if you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe my channel, and also don't forget to hit on the thumbs up button below. So there is end result coming. Just please do watch the video till end, and hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time. Till then, take care. Bye bye.